Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Realness with 3 S's. I'm your host, Francis, with my two love experts co-hosting Bachelor in Paradise Season 8 with me. Up top today, we have Miss TJoy. How are you today, Miss TJoy?
Hello.
And Hayes is here too.
Yes.
Did Hayes enjoy the episode?
He did. He sat still through some of it, so he tried to enjoy it.
And Tamika's coming in. How are you feeling about this new season? What are your thoughts so far? Overall impressions?
This episode, so you guys know this is my second season of Bachelor in Paradise, and so this episode was hella chaotic, and I just don't know where that energy was coming from.
Girl, they had so much energy.
And I was still riding high from my Big Brother experience on Sunday. So just like, whoa, this energy.
Like Michael A. said, they're youthful. They're so youthful.
I don't find them to be that more energetic than other groups of women the same age.
But this is how they always are at Bachelor in Paradise. But it's only her second season, so she, maybe she, but they're always like this.
I guess also Love Island, which we are both we're all very well versed in, is a little bit more of like a slower pace, we'll say.
Yeah.
Like maybe the beginning, like the first episode when we see the two women get off the Jeeps and they come together and they're kind of like really giddy about their experience. But I guess they do have a little bit more of like a more chill vibe, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
But this wasn't out of characteristic for Bachelor in Paradise. It seemed pretty on par. Because next episode, what I'm excited about is we're going to get their intros. You know what I mean? How they do their silly intros that are related
we already got some title changes. Michael A became Zaddy. So
Zaddy? I didn't notice Zaddy.
I mean, he did come in looking kind of fit now. I was like, okay.
I wonder how they're going to portray that one.
I don't know. Hi, Taboo.
Hi, Taboo.
And Jessica is also here. Hello, Jessica. Okay, so let's try to get into this episode. So this was good because we were a little bit worried that we didn't do a cast assessment so we can get to know who these people were, but they basically did it for us for the first half an hour. So the first person that we meet is Hunter, who I do not even remember from Clayton's season, even though I did watch Clayton's season. I didn't cover it, but I watched it. And her whole gimmick is that she's scared shitless to be on Paradise. And it starts off with her with a black box on the toilet. That's how we're starting the show?
You want to be known as the girl with irritable bowel syndrome?
Like I don't even remember that from her season. She wanted to remind us all of that.
She said she was outed on a rose ceremony. I didn't watch Clayton's season, so I don't know.
I can't remember that, but like if she was outed, I don't remember the scene. And so she thinks that people care, but we don't. Now I do care because I'm talking about it. And I was just kind of like, this isn't good. It's not a good start, I don't think. What did you guys think about Johnny? So Johnny, Miss TJoy and I did just watch on the Bachelorette's season with Gabby and Rachel. He was on Team Gabby, and he does a bit of a rap video. What did you think about his music abilities?
I
don't fan.
You know the learning. Toes in the sand. Yeah, it was. On Paradise with the toes in the sand. Paradise with your toes in the sand.
Girl.
Tamika doesn't have one smile for that song.
He rapped on the season too. Like that was his intro in the season too. Like he thinks he can rap though, girl.
Not one smile for him, Tamika? Is he cute? The booth says time for BIP delivered new couples more successful. I do think that there's a lot of couples potential for this season. I'm gonna probably do like a proper like assessment of like the couples when they go together relationship wise, but it seems like there is a pretty good mix of all the elements. So there are a lot of fire, there's a lot of air, there's a lot of earth, and a little bit of water. But like, I'm like, okay, like this could work. And the people that are seemingly to gravitate towards each other, they are signs that should work. So far, like I'm impressed by the amount of fire and air signs, because they don't usually have very many. It's usually a lot of the other signs.
Okay.
From my experience anyways. So we get Serene. So you probably know Serene, Tamika. Were you looking forward to seeing Serene here?
Yes, because I knew exactly who was going for her and who she would probably be matched with.
Ooh.
And like, not to group people together being similar, but I always thought that she was quite similar to Michelle in the sense that like they're both kind of seemingly mixed race. I'm not sure what her full background is, but seemingly like they're lighter skin, both teachers, both Geminis. And so the fact that, you know, Brandon would be attracted to her because he was very much attracted to Michelle makes a lot of sense to me, because they have some similar qualities and characteristics. So yes, I could see this working out for them for sure.
I'm gonna tell you what I saw tonight. I ain't mad at it.
I'm not mad at it at all.
It was like an instant connection. Instant.
They were cute. We're gonna get to it, but they were cute. We also see, of course, right after Brandon. So he's going to be coming onto the beach because, like, you know, Bachelor in Paradise doesn't ever seem to want to chance it, right? They don't want to bring anybody on the beach that nobody has mentioned that they have interest in. And so people basically have to make a list of all the people that they're interested in, and then they bring in the people that are going to create the most drama. So we knew Brandon was going to be on that beach for sure. What do you guys think about Dr. Kira, who was introduced next? She's 33. All she's kind of talking about is the boom, boom, broom, and like wanting just to get under as many people as possible, it seems.
She came across, I did not watch Clayton's season, but she came across as disingenuous because she was saying that that's not what she was known for now. So she wants to switch up her image, and maybe she could have been a porn star and all of this stuff. And I was just like, it just didn't seem like her. It just seemed like she was putting on the air so people would find her more attractive and she would get more screen time and she could create a different image of herself. So it just didn't seem genuine to me. But I didn't watch her because I didn't watch that season. So
go ahead.
I'm realizing I don't know Kira at all. I did not watch. I did not watch Clayton's season, but I actually have been in like Black Bachelor Babes rooms where Kira had come in and she had a full conversation with us, and she came across a lot differently than she did tonight. And I just need the real Kira to stand up, because I'm not sure which representative is it that's the real one.
Exactly.
Well, yeah, Jessica, I agree with you here. Jessica says that she came off very cringe. Like, at the end of this episode, what ends up coming up, and she says like, oh, Jill, you're slut shaming me. And from what I saw, Jill did not slut shame her.
No.
But this is something that was frustrating to me at the end, having her say that, is that she's leading with sexuality and talking about boom, boom, broom, and talking about like wanting to like having a threesome. Her new moniker says looking for a threesome, you know? And so if she's fully just leading with sex now, and she's like, oh, you shouldn't be wanting to get to know somebody. You should be wanting to have something casual. If somebody does not want that and they were looking for something a little bit more lasting, that doesn't mean that they're slut shaming you. That means that they just have different intentions of what they're here for. And so I just thought it was strange that she's portraying herself as like sex positive, but then is also offended if people are not interacting the same way that she is.
So when I was talking about chaotic, I meant this triangle. This entire triangle was chaotic to me. I did not understand what was going on. Everybody in the situation seemed like they're off their rocker, and I mean, we could talk about it later. But I was like, I'm missing something, and I don't know what it is from all three of them. So.
Okay,
but I think Kira wants to make it a triangle. I mean, she's trying
it's a triangle. It's a triangle.
Well, Romeo doesn't know how to communicate. Yeah, Romeo doesn't know how to communicate either. Yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna get to that, but we're still doing these intros with these people. There's so many people. So Jacob is next. Do you find Jacob attractive, Tamika? He ends up coming in with the the leaf, black box. Tarzan is his name apparently, or is his profession.
I can probably count on my hands the men that I think are attractive that's on the stand right now.
Agreed. We're gonna get to that. I want to hear from both of you soon. Yeah. So apparently, he likes plump peaches, but like, does he though?
He likes flat peaches because the peaches he go after are not big juicy peaches.
Yeah. I was like, I don't know if that's what you mean. Maybe a slice of a peach.
You mean a little plum.
I do wonder about that because I have heard that from white men that they love like a big, and I'm looking, and then the people that they choose, I'm like, so to you, what's that?
Like, do we have a different idea of what a plump peach would be? Because the people that he was interested in do not have a juicy peach.
Right.
Actually, nobody really on the beach did. I don't, as far as I can remember. Everybody's kind of like small little butts.
Yeah.
And pretty small. Yeah. Next, we meet Genevieve. She's from Clayton season. She apparently brought 200 bikinis. That's her shtick. She's interested in meeting Justin, and she does not want to see Shanae on the beach. Mm-hmm. So we're gonna meet next.
Automatically you already know Shanae is gonna be there. Whenever somebody says they don't want to see
in Justin, like
she should have just wrote, "Hey, I can't wait to see Shanae."
Right.
Well, I mean, the problem is with these shows is you kind of have to be honest, or you have to allow them to, or like to choose your storyline. So she's probably like, all right, this is my storyline for the beach. It's gonna be me and Shanae, and whatever guy I'm interested in. Like that's my storyline this season. So I think she has to kind of lean into it if she wants to be cast, right?
Yeah.
So Shanae is going to be on the beach. Shanae is 30. She's from Clayton season. She was definitely the villain of Clayton season. She was messy. She was quite annoying at times. But I'm going to give Shanae a chance. She might be different on the beach than she was on Clayton season because it was a different vibe. I would say, like, you're allowed to be more yourself. People are allowed to get to know you more here. It's just easier.
It's not just one guy. It's not just one guy.
One lame guy. One lame guy. So we see Justin next. Is Justin one of the guys you think are cute, Meeks?
I love Justin. He should have been the Bachelor for this upcoming season.
But you don't want to see Zach?
Who is Zach?
He's not good. He's a very nice person, and he has a famous person in his family. So that's what Miss TJoy and I were saying. Is probably the reason why he's going to be on the show, so that like that famous family member will make an appearance, or they can do a segment around him. You know what I mean? So that's probably why he comes from a very wealthy kind of family. Nice home to film. You know what I mean? Like hometowns and stuff like that in. So I think that's.
There was like 3 guys that I was like, I don't understand why they're not the Bachelor. I don't understand why you're not like. Michael A could have been the Bachelor.
Yes, Michael A. I wanted him to be the Bachelor.
I'm saying over Zach basically. Justin, Rodney.
Rodney. I just seeing that preview, seeing who he's interested in that preview. That was weird to me. I wouldn't put them together. I wouldn't have put them together.
We'll see. I don't know about that preview.
I need to show you. Where did I send this picture? Oh, hopefully it's not a story and it's still here. Okay, I don't know if it says if you can read it, but so this is on the Date Card Pod's Instagram. It says, "What gives Mike Fleiss feelings of power?" Right, and so it's like a little graph, and it says money, status, and the third one is choosing a lead. What not one person is interested in, or
yes.
choosing a lead that not one person likes at all. That's what gives him power.
For the Bachelor, seriously, batting an average on that one. Seriously,
He just does not.
Clayton, Zach, I don't know these people.
Well, even like if you'd watched Rachel and Gabby, you'd be like, "Ooh, we didn't want that season. We did not want it." Debu says Genevieve is the reason Aaron is going to be there, right?
Oh, okay.
Right, they were sitting beside each other in the audience for the end of the seasons or something.
Wasn't there a rumor that apparently, like, she was in his DMs or something?
Yes, and Shanae brought that up.
Yes, Shanae brought that up.
And she's like, how did that all go down?
Yeah.
Because we were watching Aaron get confronted on it on clickbait. And he was like, oh, like I've only met her once or whatever. And it was that one time and I was really drunk or whatever.
Yeah.
Clayton was the villain of Clayton's season. Matthew, hi.
Hi.
Yeah, he was. And they're done now. They are over.
Yeah, I saw that.
I effing love Shanae. I'm into Shanae right now. Like, I didn't like her on Clayton's season, but like I'm fine with her on this. She's okay. She is okay for me. Who was up next? We have Jill. So Jill is into Rodney, Justin, and Leroy. And I thought it was interesting that it was all three people of color. I was like, I'm happy that she said this. Maybe hopefully she is just interested in them actually. But I'm wondering if it's to like have a connection in the villa and not just do like all like the typical white guys that everybody's going to be interested in, like have some popular people of color come on so that she could maybe like have a connection and like meet them. So I was definitely
does Leroy come on the beach this season?
Yeah. Didn't you see him kissing somebody?
I saw him in the preview.
Oh, good. I love me some Leroy.
Yeah, you like your chocolate for sure. And he looks, when he was kissing in this preview, the kiss looked good. The kiss looked good.
But he's also a sweetheart. He is like having had conversations with him online. He's a sweetheart.
Oh, but who was he kissing?
I don't remember.
I couldn't tell.
No, I'd have to rewatch that preview. I don't know what they were like. I don't know. There was a lot of things happening in that preview.
It was a lot of things happening.
Yeah, I didn't really pay close attention to it. So wait, what kind of conversations have you had with Mr. Leroy?
Oh, just again, Clubhouse. It was just Clubhouse conversations.
Clubhouse. Because I'm like, play your card, girl. Play your card, okay?
Yeah. Is he too young for you?
Definitely too young, but definitely.
Oh, how old is he? 27.
He's like in his 20s. Yeah, definitely too young.
But maybe for like a good time.
Hello.
I'm not on the good time.
Look for something casual.
I'm not on the good time train no more.
And Matthew says, "Oh, so good to be back on the beach in Paradise. Paradise, dare I say, the best show on TV." Matthew,
he's like 28 now, maybe.
I don't know about the best, Matthew, but we're glad to be back on the beach. Glad to be back on the beach.
Does it say his sign there? I don't remember offhand.
Let's see.
Oh, Olu. It was Olu? Oh, fuck. You actually are right. It was Olu. Damn it.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Olu, I know, was coming on the beach.
But, oh, my God. I was mixing them up.
That's what I was saying. I don't remember Leroy being somebody who's supposed to be coming.
Oh, Olu. And he's fine, too.
That's very attractive.
Yes, that's who it was.
Really good.
Fine self.
Ooh. I want Leroy on the beach, though. Shit, though. No, but it was Olu. You were right, Debbie.
Oh, his birthday was 6 weeks ago.
6 weeks ago.
I don't know. Is that an Leo?
I mean, so he could be a Virgo. I mean, or he
So
could be a
Virgo.
Leo. He could be a Leo or Virgo.
We're not far enough into. Oh, maybe. I guess if it's like on the cusp.
He could have been right at the 23rd.
Olu. I mean, Olu's great as well, but I really wanted Leroy to be on the beach. Damn it. Maybe both.
Yes, I did. That's why I was like, I don't remember him being somebody who was supposed to be coming down, because he literally, he was somebody I had hoped would be coming to Paradise. So, what date is this? August 12th.
Oh, a Leo.
Then we see Michael A., who we already mentioned briefly. He's 38, and he says that everybody needs somebody. I'm just kind of like, I know you guys were saying that you wouldn't mind him being the Bachelor, but what seemed to be like the repeating storyline of Michael A. is like, oh, I'm so old. I'm such the dad here, which he is compared to everybody else. He's like at least a decade over than everyone, but like, I don't care to see him be like, oh, I'm so much older. Everybody is so much younger than I am. Like, I don't really need that energy. You know what I mean?
I said not him being grocery store Joe 2.0.
Oh, maybe that's his angle, is to like just like be mopey and then have like the hottest girl come and like talk to him. Because that's kind of what he's doing. He's gonna get so.
Yeah, it's working out for him.
And sign-wise, they work out pretty well. He's a Taurus. Sierra is a Scorpio, I believe. Mm-hmm. So that works pretty well.
I love me a Taurus-Scorpio combo.
Yes, you do. It's a good one. It is a good one. So we see Serene first on the beach. And she's super cute. Like, she has a good personality. She's really cute, really personable. Like, she's definitely a catch. I would say that she's first on the beach for a reason, because I think that she's probably the hottest commodity going on that beach. She's so
you can tell all the guys asked about her. And again, I'm coming from a place, I did not watch Clayton's season. I do follow most of these people on like Instagram and stuff. Mm-hmm. I did not watch them, but I do who some people were asking about on this prior to this show coming on. So I thought she was super cute. I love her personality. Like I'm on board with her.
So then Michael comes out second and talks to Jesse about him hitting up the weights and stuff recently, and I'm like, is he look jacked? I don't know. I don't know if I.
Yeah, he did. Jacked. His shoulders were broader, and it looked like he had a little muscle. Had a little beard. I was like, okay.
Beard definitely increases his attractiveness for sure. He's definitely not my cup of tea, but he's a handsome man. So who's calling him Papa Mike? Did he call himself that, or was that Wells? Someone said Papa Mike.
It might have been Jesse. I don't know. That sounds like something Drahi would say.
You know what? Actually, no. Andrew came up next, and Andrew was the one that came down. Was like, Papa Mike.
Oh. Also, Andrew Dry would say.
Andrew, definitely. Everybody says, is Michael A. the grocery store Joe of the season? Yeah, that awkward, out of place guy we're supposed to cheer for. Yeah.
And age-wise, I'm trying to say.
Just laying on the beach, on the day bed.
Yeah.
Waiting for the pretty girl to come and like be like, what's wrong? Okay. I just feel like I'm so old here. So Genevieve comes in and runs over to Serene, and Michael's like, oh, there's so much energy, and like, oh, everybody's so cute, and so much. Like, I guess I don't want him to exude the dad energy because it makes me feel uncomfortable. You know what I mean? I just like either be in it or like don't be on the beach.
Right.
It just feels, for me, it just feels a little bit like, if we're calling him a dad, it seems that like maybe it's too far of an age gap.
So for me, he wasn't too cringy or uncomfortable. I will say I like Joe a lot more cringy and uncomfortable to watch at this point, like day one, and you're acting like you're over the hill. That being said, but I also know that he has a personality. I just think he was just uncomfortable. I think he was just being uncomfortable. But also, again, he's a Taurus. I'm a Taurus. Maybe I just can identify with the
How
thought
exactly.
process. Yeah.
For sure. And for me, I'm just like, no. So next is Johnny, and he just like beelines for Genevieve and Serene. Like he definitely, we were talking about him as TJoy. He's just the he always probably has a girlfriend. He always takes his girlfriends out on his parents' boat. Like has like he definitely has that like I hang out with girls all the time type vibe, and so he just goes straight over to the ladies.
Yeah, we said that when he was on Gabby and Rachel's season. But it's again, you can tell that he's still just here to have fun on the beach. He just wants to have a good time. He is just not in it for a long time. He's just in it for a good time. That's just his vibe.
I think this is like for like at least 10 more years. I don't know. Like he's probably going to be on every season. Kind of like, what's his name? That older guy. He just got with that blonde girl that was the villain. Anna and Chris. Anyways, he's from like a decade ago and was on like the first Paradise, and he's finally like settled down with her. It seems right before he was with what's her name, Katie. He was with Katie for a bit. He met Katie on Paradise. Anyways, point being is that he's in his late 30s now, and he's been doing the show for about 10 years, and so it seems like only now he's ready to settle down, and I feel like Johnny is similar vibe. Jessica says, at this point in the franchise, I wish that they would have a separate season for the cast who are over 35 or something. Jessica, I love it. I know guys date younger, but a lot of these girls are very young for some of them. I think that would be fabulous. Like guys 35 plus, women 30 plus, Bachelor in Paradise season. Like I'd love to see like 20 and over, 20, like 30 and under and 30 and over seasons. That'd be really cool. I think that'd be great. Good idea.
I wouldn't be mad at it. The thing is do these men want that?
I think that maybe they would find better relationships if they were dating closer to their age.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe
they want it. Like,
well, then don't go on the show then if they don't want that, right?
Remember we said he just walked over?
On the show, it's consistently that these women are in their early 20s. So it's kind of like
it is.
If you're going on The Bachelor, you kind of have to know that. Like that's what you're getting in the show. So that's what I'm saying.
I think that's what Jessica's saying, though, is some of these guys started out when they were in their 20s, but now they're in their 30s or almost 40s. And we're seeing with Michael right now being like, oh, everybody's so young and so youthful and so much energy. And like that is not necessarily what he's looking for right now. So if they cast people that were a little closer to his age in their own separate season, maybe he would be able to find something lasting because that's what he seems to be looking for right now. So that's what I think where Jessica's coming from.
But Dabu, we said that when we were watching, when we were doing The Bachelorette and Johnny and Gabby had broke it off, we were like, all he did was go to the other part of Mexico and wait to be on Bachelor Paradise. He didn't even go home, Chad. We were like, he just
same suitcase. He just took a Sprinter van over to Bachelor Paradise. Chris Pukowski, yes, Dabu. Dabu's always on it with the names. Thank you. So we see Teddy the Virgin. Oh, the poor thing to have that always be what she's.
I know.
It's so annoying. But I guess it worked for Ashley I. Like she is married and has a baby now, so she was the virgin person of her seasons. What did you think about the music? Did you notice it for Andrew? So Andrew's on the beach and then Teddy comes down and was all just like romantic music, and he's just like smiling at her and like
he was grinning from ear to ear, boy. He was grinning from ear to ear.
I knew preseason that that's who he was looking for, so I was very excited to see um, that she would like. I'm glad they didn't try to like keep them apart because I do think they have good potential. They don't seem to have, and I don't want to say it's instant chemistry. I don't want to say. I think they have a connection, but they're not exuding maybe like a lot of sexual energy, which is fine. And I know she was, I don't know if she still is, a virgin, so that might be why. um but I am excited to see where they go.
Tamika, what do you think about the happy face on his big toe?
I thought that was so cute. It was very Andrew. He's
Would
just
that
a
get you?
Was that an inside joke or just something cute he did? Like,
yeah, I think it was something cute he did to break the ice and just to see if she would, laugh at it and like
oh,
kind of
okay.
an icebreaker. So, he kind of gauge. I think Andrew's a funny guy and he wants a partner who will like laugh and have a good time with. So, and she seemed to appreciate it. So,
She's a Libra, he's an Aquarius. Perfect combo. So, um, she seemed to be enjoying his antics, his silliness. And so, I'm wondering if because I never really thought of Andrew necessarily as the most romantic and like kind of sexual chemistry kind of guy. Like he was always really sweet. He was always really caring. And so I never really saw that exude from him. So it could be both of them are a little bit of a slow burn before like that chemistry kind of comes through. So
that's how I'm feeling about it. And you could tell he was like absolutely smitten with her. Like absolutely, that to the point that he was absolutely nervous.
So Casey comes onto the beach next. His occupation is geriatric millennial. I'm just
Chase?
Casey?
Was it Casey? Oh, okay. I thought his name was Chase. I don't know why I thought his name was Chase.
So, like, that's what I'm saying. Like, that's why I'm agreeing with Jessica here as well, because, like, I don't want the moniker geriatric millennial. Like, how is that really attractive? Like, I don't know. I'd rather go on a beach and just be myself and like meet somebody that's age appropriate. But that's just me. Maybe he wants to be the geriatric millennial. We see Haley, who I have no idea who she is. She comes onto the beach. She's blonde, I believe. Clayton season. Brittany was from Matt James's season.
Yes, I was excited to see Brittany. She was the one that got hazed on Matt James' season a bit. And I follow her on Instagram. She seems like a very sweet person.
I was surprised that Michael was interested in her. Not that I think she's gorgeous, but I just didn't think that they would be each other's type, to be honest. Just right off the bat, I would not just didn't see the vibe there. But he does. Jill shows up on the beach as well. Hunter, I still don't know. I remember Jill. I don't remember Hunter at all. Don't know whose season she's from. Sierra shows up and she brings shots for Jesse, and I definitely like the energy she brought to the beach. She comes and meets everybody, and everybody's like, oh my god, she's like a firecracker, like a little puppy, like she has so much energy. And I did like that. Like she just brought some life, and so I was enjoyed her entrance.
I love her energy. I love Sierra. I love her energy. I don't like that they called her a puppy.
Okay, fair.
She's pretty.
I don't think that they're trying to insult her though. But I think
I know it's just like words mean things, guys. Don't do that.
When they said it, I was like,
pretty.
Chosen something else, but I didn't think that they were trying to be offensive. But yeah, they definitely could have used a better word. Debbie was surprised Brittany is back. Why would you trust the producers after what happened? I don't know. The price is right.
It wasn't the producers though that did that to her. That was the women.
Producers knew in advance about the Anna thinking that she was sleeping with men for money or something like that. I can't remember exactly what the story was, and so I think the producers knew about that storyline and they allowed it to be aired. Like, they did not need to have that whole storyline be aired.
I mean, it was two people involved in the spreading the rumor. That said, I think that's probably why she wasn't on the beach last year. But we'll see.
I would be pissed with the producers because, like, if it was something like that where it wasn't true and it was a rumor that was unearthed on the show and then they aired it, I'd be pissed with the producers. But then I also, like, I'm in my early 20s. I could probably forgive the producers as well for an opportunity. So, I might be a little more lenient. Jacob and the Black Box. So he's our Black Box guy, kind of like Kenny from last season.
Yes.
I'm not into Jacob at all, but apparently he loves being naked.
Yes. But, I mean, he did the same thing on Gabby and Rachel's season. That's how he shows up in the world. I guess I feel like that's all he has to lead with. I mean, it's just,
I mean, I would not be interested in him at all. His personality is not there for me. Yeah, no, he's not it for me. But we'll see. Maybe Shanae is gonna be his gal. Then we hear Michael say, "I'm too old for this." So that's when I wrote down. I'm like, is this gonna be his damn line of the episode or of the season?
That's his storyline, girl. That's his storyline.
I like it. So none of the girls want to see Shanae. They're all talking about not wanting her to be on the beach. And Genevieve thinks Shanae is going to go after whoever she's interested in, which we know that's going to happen. And of course, Justin arrives and Jesse makes him do his faces that he got very memeable. I mean, God, I gotta say that I did even make a snap, like photo montage of his facial reaction. So I was very much interested in Justin's facial responses. It was very funny. But I also was like, Jesse, you're not in on the joke, really. Like, I don't know. I didn't feel like he should have been a part of it, personally. So Shanae's already on the beach. I don't remember saying when she came in, but
she came in right before Justin.
Oh, I didn't write it down. And so she's chatting with Tarzan. I forgot his name right now. And they
Jacob.
Jacob. Thank you. I was like, okay, Shanae, you get it. Get it from Tarzan. So Lace comes onto the beach. I forgot if she was on Ben's season, I think it was, and she's been on the beach at least one time. And she's like, hi, I'm Lace. And then some girl named Haley thinks that Lace should be done now. It was 6 years ago. Like, she should be done. And I'm like, who's Haley to be like having all this?
I don't even know who she is, but I didn't watch Clayton season, so yeah.
Is she from Clayton season? Like, I actually don't recognize her. I don't know who she is.
It said she was from Clayton season. That's what I wrote down.
I don't remember her at all. And then she has so much attitude for like a girl coming on the beach saying like, it's 6 years ago. 6 years ago. You should be done by now. I was like,
yeah, because there's a 6-year difference between them. She's 26 and Lace is 32, but that's not right.
Hopefully in 6 years she's there again and there's some young girl saying that about her. Because I was just like, I just didn't like that, especially since I didn't know who she was. Like, why do you have all this attitude? Who are you?
Right. And you're not keeping that same energy for the men. Is it her age or because it's been so long since she's been on The Bachelor or The Bachelor? I mean, The Bachelor. Because there are men that are older than her.
Thank you, Taboo. Haley went home night one. It was so rude to poor Lace. Like, you don't even know Lace's legacy. Lace is kind of iconic. Like, so Logan shows up on the beach. We see Serene really wants Brandon to show up on the beach, as we already kind of talked about. And of course, as soon as she says this to the girls, Brandon shows up on the beach and he jumps down on the bottom step and he does a little dance. He definitely also is the hot commodity of this season, it seems. And it looks as though him and Serene are going to be like the couple, like the mom and dad couple of this summer or fall.
Yeah, because he's like a one woman type of, even though he's a hot commodity, he likes to just find his person and get it going. He just want to be,
get in his lane. Absolutely. So he walks right over to Serena and pulls her for her chat.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, thank you. I like this energy, Brandon.
Yeah.
I wasn't mad at it. I was like, okay, I'm living for this.
Get up, holler, go sit and chat. And they're both just kind of like smitten, staring at each other with googly eyes. And I was definitely really, really happy about their first interaction together that we know of, anyways. And did they kiss?
Yes.
Oh wait, so he says to her, like, you have the I want to kiss you kind of eyes, and she's like, do I? And
he's like, I'll take that as a yes.
I was like, oh, does Brandon pick up some game? Look at you, Brandon.
And you know, I was not a Brandon fan Michelle season, but I definitely like this energy.
Yeah, I've always been a Brandon fan, so I'm happy for him.
I'm a Brandon fan, but I wasn't a fan of Brandon and Michelle. So Brandon, and I didn't like his crying at the end.
Yeah, no, I said no, I wasn't a Brandon fan.
I thought he was a little bit too sappy for me. I thought he was a little bit fake. But I thought he was a nice person. You know what I mean? I guess I wasn't a fan. I thought he was a nice person.
I feel like I thought he was a little bit cocky, and he tried to hide it on Michelle's season. And here, I feel like he's a little bit cocky, and he's letting it out, and I'm okay with it. I'm good with it.
Oh,
me too. Jessica says, I can't stand that girl that had this shade for Lace. Absolutely. She was so rude. Lace is not that old, and it's not like she's been coming on the show repeatedly. I've always liked Lace. Yeah, I agree with you. And like, for a girl that went home night one, like Lace, like, do your homework before you shade people, please. Because like, she has a little bit of a legacy, you know? I can't remember her storyline right now, but I remember she had like a big relationship that on one of these shows. It was like a big thing. Jessica says, I love that Brandon showed initiative and went straight for Serene. The other guys were too laid back for the first day.
Yes.
Brandon and Serena are so cute together.
And that is what I'm saying. That's the energy I need, y'all. Like, I understand y'all got the roses, which I think is bullshit. Y'all should not have the first week. I understand that you guys have the roses, but pursuit. It's a thing. I want these women pursued. So
I totally agree. I don't know why they always do this, but I'm sure the franchise itself is misogynistic. So like they're just gonna make the girls just like I mean, it's based on the whole series is based on 25 women vying for the attention of one man. Like, yeah, it will probably never change. So Jessica says Brandon has a little swagger with Serene. Yes, he does. I did not remember him having any game with Michelle season. He did not. No. He's picked up some game for sure.
Absolutely.
Hi V, I can't stand Kira, and I don't see her staying much longer. No, she's not making it past the first week. I don't think.
She's out of control.
I don't think so. So Jill, we learn, has history with Romeo. And apparently he went to school with Kira. And so Jill still has interest in Romeo. Not sure exactly what happened, but it seems as though she was talking to Romeo, and then we kind of learned later that he kissed Kira, and then they stopped kind of pursuing something. But we're also learning that they both were going through some things at the same time, and they were helping each other through something emotionally. I don't know exactly. They weren't very clear.
I'm going to tell you what it was.
Romeo's a bad communicator.
Sorry? Bad communicator.
I'm going to tell you what it was giving later when we get to the conversation. But yeah.
Okay.
So Jill has an awkward chat with Romeo, and he's like, is it because I kissed Kira? And I'm like, probably. Like, I don't know. Jill, just spill it out. And Romeo, why are you being coy? Like, If you like Kira, you'd like Kira to say like, "Hey Jill, like I was pursuing both of you at the same time. We weren't in anything serious. I kissed Kira, but we're on the beach now. I want to pursue something with you, or I don't want to pursue something with you, or
Right.
let's leave it open." Like you don't even have to be clear, but just be clear that you're not being clear. Please. And then of course Kira's going to show up. Of course. And then she just like beelines right over to Romeo and Jill having a conversation, and it was exactly like X on the beach, like as if like Kira came out of the water and goes and sits with her ex on the beach, and yeah, that's like what it felt like to me, and maybe that's what they were drawing from, because it was totally how this. Have you watched X on the Beach, Miss TJoy?
Mm-mm.
So basically every, I don't know, a couple days or so, there's a few people, so maybe like 2 guys and a girl, 2 girls and a guy, whatever, and they go down to the beach, and one of their exes is going to show up on the beach. And sometimes you'll have multiple exes that have come up from the beach to go and join you and live with you in this villa. Or maybe you've made new connections or relationships with somebody else's ex that's in the villa. And so it just felt like it, because they're usually like on like a beach chair, and someone comes out of the water and be like, "Hey, remember me?" And it could be like a one night stand. It's like considered your ex, or like someone that you just kissed or something. And so anyways, it rang X on the Beach to me. And so Kira sits down and is like, just takes Jill's drink. And I'm like, that's so rude. Like,
it was so rude. It was so
friends, if you're frenemies, if you want this guy, if you don't, like, no matter what, it's rude. And it's COVID time. Like, since when do you just take somebody's drink?
Because she knew she could punk her. See what I'm saying? She knows who she could play with. She knows who she could play with.
Yeah.
That's exactly what I was about to say. How do you let someone take your drink?
Yeah, I mean, she could take my drink, and I'd be like, I'd probably never speak to her ever again, because like, I don't know, I don't really enjoy Kira's energy at all. I'm team Jill right now, even though I want her to like get a bit of a backbone.
I'm team no one, to be honest.
Fair.
We're all messy in this thing. I don't know.
So we see Michael chatting with all the girls, and then Jesse comes and gathers everybody up and talks to everybody about, either you find love or you will go home, and there's going to be dates, and there's going to be new arrivals, and there's going to be rose ceremonies, and if you don't get a rose, you're off the beach. So the guys have the roses this week, and there's 9 guys and 11 women, and so 2 women are going to be going home for sure, at least. So we see both of the men and the women separate and talking. I didn't write anything down about this. Basically all I remember is Jacob not remembering
Kira's name.
Okay.
The doctor.
Jacob didn't remember a lot of people's names, so I'm like, which point of this conversation we're at?
Yeah, it didn't either. Hi, Nicole. So Nicole says, I may be the only person that lived on Brandon on Michelle's season and still love him. Oh, love Brandon on Michelle's season and still love him. No, you're not the only person. There was millions of people that were super mad that she chose Nate. Super mad. I don't think that they would have had a better relationship necessarily. Better. But like, yeah, I wasn't a person that loved up on him like everybody else, but there was millions of people, so don't worry about it. You're good. Lace was with Chad, and then he went crazy. They got engaged to Grant. Right, yes, she's legacy. Chad, come on. Anyways, do you know who these people are, Miss TJoy? Or
I know who Chad is. Yeah.
Chad lunch meets. No.
Yeah, I know who Chad is.
Chad's probably like the most famous guy.
I didn't remember her getting engaged to Grant. What? I didn't remember.
I can't remember what Grant looks like right now, but I do remember her getting engaged. So Kira getting upset at the end reminded me of Bria not getting Tina's attention, entitled behavior. Oh, and do you know what else? Do you know what else Kira is? Is a freaking Scorpio. Do you know what Bria is? A freaking Scorpio. It's just a pattern. Just noticing a pattern. So a love triangle of people that don't even remember. No thanks. I don't even remember. No thanks. They can all go home. Yeah, I don't really care about them
all
that
of them.
much. So everyone at this point now is at the bar, and we're meeting Wells, and Jill finds a date card, and it says, Andrew, take a shot at falling in love. And he chooses Teddy, of course.
Of course.
And thank you, producers, for not, as you said, Tamika, keeping these two apart. It's nice that, I mean, I'm sure that they want to establish some couples right away, because that's kind of the only way that Paradise works, is if there's some established couples, some people that may come and try to break them up, see if they last or they don't last, and then hopefully get some engagements. Like, that's, so you want some strong couples. And so I'm quite pleased that seemingly right now the two strongest couples are both Black couples.
I'm happy.
But it's shocking. Shocking. Shocking.
And another possible is an interracial couple. Michael and Sierra is a little possible in there. I don't know.
I mean, they definitely will want that for sure, because that's going to be like the 2.0, Joe and Serena. So I'm sure that they're like, okay, can you guys get together now as well? Because people really like that relationship. Thank you. So, yes, Teddy, will you take a shot at love with me right now? And they go, and they walk off, and they go on their little date. And I was thinking, for me, if Andrew was acting the way he was acting around me, I'd be like, come on, are you really that nervous? Are you putting on? Are you faking it? You're not really that nervous. But she was
because he was super nervous. It was like he was terrified. He's like, I started looking at her and I forget what I was gonna say. And I'm like,
it's cute. Oh, it's cute. But I don't know if I'd be attracted to it personally, but she was very endeared by it.
I think Trey or somebody was like that. It was like 4:00 in the morning when they did their date.
Oh, that's okay.
And he had said that he was tired. That being said, you could tell he was super nervous. Like, you could tell he wanted it to be, yeah, crazy. You could tell that he wanted it to be like perfect. And so I appreciate that. I do appreciate that, because I think that means that he really genuinely likes her.
He did say it's been a very long, I do remember him saying it's been a long day, right? And she's like, yeah, a very long day. But they were saying something, because she was like, the first time I met you, wasn't she saying something like, the first time I met you, you played it cool. Like, you didn't seem nervous at all, but now you seem nervous.
I wonder if it's on the beach or if it was beforehand. I'm not sure.
Okay.
I don't know if they met before Paradise.
If they met, it was off.
So that's what I wrote down, though. I'm like, why is Andrew playing this awkward dude? She's so personable. She's so open. So, I mean, I appreciate how she reacted to him, and it must be because she's also very much interested in him. And so anything that he does, it's endearing to her. And so that's their own vibe. I'm fine with it. What is that I was saying? I thought it was really amazing when he's like, oh, you don't think I'm playing it cool? And she's like, no, I don't think you're playing it cool at all. And I was like, I loved her honesty there. And like, it was very flirtatious. I thought that they had pretty good chemistry, and he's like, and he decides to plant a little kisser on her. A little smoochy smooch. I was like, okay, Andrew, even though you're nervous, you still have a little bit of energy to go in for that kiss. You don't like wait around for it. Like, you take some initiative. Thank you. Appreciate that. And then after they go over to the hot tub, and they well, not really hot
the margarita
tub,
glass.
Margarita. I don't think it was actually a margarita in there, though. That's disgusting.
I know, but I'm just saying the shape of it. Yeah.
Definitely disgusting.
It was green, though.
It was green. It was green lights.
Like, I'm not getting in it. I'm not getting it.
Just the fact that it was green would make me not get into it. I don't care if it's water. I don't care if it's filtered. It's green.
It probably ruined my white bikini that I was probably wearing. She does say to him, though, before they kiss, that like, you really, like, every time I see you, you really bring joy to everyone. You're just like such a joyful person, and he really is that person. I do find like him and Greg, and when they're all out, like, he's always trying to have a good time, and like really always positive energy. And so I do like that she appreciates that about him and shared that with him, because every guy for sure loves when a girl that they like compliments them.
Miss them. Yes.
But that's what I had said earlier. I think that's what he's looking for too in a partner, somebody he can have a good time, because you can see that Andrew is like, I think, like Trey's a little more laid back. Greg is also a little hyper. But you could tell Andrew is like kind of in the middle, like, he's looking for that easy groove, but somebody who like a good time.
And that Libra Aquarius energy is where it's at.
Another Libra. Oh, yeah, you did say they were Libra Aquarius earlier.
So then we see Justin and Genevieve go for a little bit of a chat. And she's telling him, like, well, you seem just like so uninterested in me. And he's like, what? And so, are you rolling your eyes, or was it?
No, he was like, me. He was like, what are you talking about? She's like, actions. He's like, actions speak louder. She's like, but your actions.
And then he goes in for the kiss. So Tamika, were you rolling your eyes, or no? You don't like this at all? Okay.
I'm not feeling them, and it's not Justin that I'm not feeling in this.
Why don't you like Genevieve?
She was giving nitpicky, like because they had a really easygoing conversation in the morning, and I feel like they could have transitioned it, but she was just like, you didn't seem interested. I said, but he spent the entire time with you, so I don't understand.
Are you sure that she, like, I thought that it was her flirting.
Was she? Oh,
I thought her, she's been like, I didn't
she
think that you were
interested in me. Yeah, she was. I don't know.
I think yeah, because in her confessional, she was, like Tamika was saying, she was kind of dissecting it. But she did also say in her confessional, she's a picky person. And that's why she was so glad that the kiss was so good, because she felt like it brought her back on track, and she likes him. But she did say she was a picky person. She was nitpicking because she didn't like the fact that he didn't know the animal that she was talking about. And she was just like, the conversation wasn't kind of flowing. And so I think
that was like, from an observer point of view, that like it wasn't necessarily clicking, but I thought that was kind of like, it was kind of good though. Like that they were having like kind of banter over the fact that, like, what? You think this? Oh my God, you think that? Like, I thought it was banter as opposed to being nitpicking. But you think she was actually upset with him for not.
Oh yeah, she said it in the confessional. Yeah, she said it in the confessional. Like, I don't know. She was like, because I was attracted to him, but the way our conversation went, I don't know. So she was kind of like second guessing it. But I think once that kiss happened, she was like, oh, he can kiss. Okay.
It was very confusing, her confessional, because I was like, but y'all were fine. Like, I thought the first conversation seemed fine, and then the second conversation, I was like, what are you talking about? And then the next day when she was tapping on the other side, I was done with her. So
I'm thinking that she might be insecure and like not thinking that maybe he really is interested in her, and so she was like probably maybe saying some of these things in her confessional so she doesn't look like Boo Boo the fool if he's like not interested in her. And then when he kissed her, it was actually clear now that like he does have interest in her, because from the interactions, I was like with like him being like, what? Like, no, like, I'm spending time with you. Like, I'm having these conversations with you about these stupid stuff because like I like you and like it's fun. And
right, so that's why I said I didn't so much have a problem with him, because I do feel like that's why he was doing that. That's why I was like, I thought the first conversation was fine, but I'm not really feeling her.
Ooh, Deboo with a hot take here. I don't buy Teddy and Andrew wait till a new woman arrives and Andrew will jump ship. You think?
No, not Andrew. I would worry about Teddy. And in fact, we see it.
Teddy's, Libra's jumps
from relationship. It was so much going on in that preview. I got to go back and watch it.
I'm gonna watch it again, but I don't remember it at all. Like, I was watching it like halfly as well. Mm-hmm. So sorry.
I saw her crying. Everybody was crying, and I saw her crying, but I didn't know what happened.
So V thinks that Genevieve is just waiting for Aaron. I think that Justin is such a better catch than Aaron.
Yes.
Oh, Justin is so cute.
Better catch than Aaron, but
say it again.
Justin is 100 times better catch than Aaron.
100.
Yeah.
I think that Justin's so handsome. I love the fact that he's an artist. So
Yeah.
he's just so much better. I mean,
His soul is just
I'm like, and he's a Gemini, isn't he? So look at you.
I told you I have a weakness
I
for
know.
Geminis. I would never date them though.
I know.
You do.
I think
Oh,
it's
I have
my
a weakness
Leo
for
moon.
Taurus. Man.
Oh, your Leo moon is attracted to Gemini sun.
Mm-hmm.
That makes sense.
Often. It happens to me often. But I
Don't
always
do it.
get intimidated. So I don't date them.
Wow.
Actually, I have a lot of things in my fifth house. That like a lot of Scorpio in my fifth house, I believe. And so that's like, but then like I have a Taurus and stuff like that too. So like that's where I think that me attracted to like Taurus comes in, and then I'm like, oh, but you're boring. Oh, for me.
You always say Taurus men are boring, and they're
For
just
me.
so. I know there's so much for me. I guess because it's another Earth sign, but I have
love
a weakness.
them. I know you do.
I love them. Mm-hmm.
They're very sensual, and like I told you guys both that I've had the best kisses of my life with Taurus men, but then it's like, this is other than this is boring for me. Same with Virgo men for me. They start off like, oh, he's so masculine, so manly,
Yeah.
and you're so boring.
Yeah,
Earth
signs are boring to you because we're so practical and grounded, and you know,
air very attractive, right? Because it's like, oh, they're so stable, and then I'm like, oh, but they're so stable. For me. But I do have not a lot, but I get a well-balanced amount of earth and water in my chart. So that's why sometimes that attraction comes. But then like my ego's like, no, we want somebody a little bit more fun.
Yeah. Well, I won't ever. I was married to a Taurus man for too many years, and I will probably never do it again. And then like, and then it's so funny because like Monty from Big Brother, like
is a Taurus
reminds me so much of my ex-husband.
Like
everything that he did to her,
the condescending,
last week,
being condescending and stuff like that.
That whole thing triggered the shit out of me because I was like, no, this is why I don't do it.
It's a trigger. I'm triggered.
Yeah, I had to kind of turn it off. I couldn't watch any of it.
I mean, he was terrible. Have you ever thought, not justifying, but have you ever thought that maybe this is why the people were treating you? You're saying this to me over some headphones?
How
you don't get out of this bathroom? If you don't get out of this bathroom,
and I said to people on Twitter, I said she's done, and people were like, no. Even though she went back, I said no. I said that was it for her. You could see it. You could see it. And that's exactly what she said this week. She's like, nah, from that conversation, she was done. And you could tell that she was done.
Yeah.
She had to deal with him for the game. And I kept telling people, I said, give her grace because it's going to be very tricky for her to continue the relationship that they have in game going forward. And then I think he also was not very when he decided he was coming back, he was not very slow with her coming back. I don't think that either. So yeah, it was bad. And so that's like, nope, this is why I don't date Taurus men. I will never do it again.
Is there any Taurus men on the beach? Who did I say was a Taurus man on the beach? Someone is.
Michael
A.
Michael A. And you know
I can see him getting a little bit of that condescending.
He's a zaddy. Look, and I'm the one that's like, he's a zaddy because there I go, Taurus man. I'm like, he done got built.
And like all I'm doing, like, oh, he's so annoying. So Jessica says I would have to see the preview again, but I thought that Andrew was making out with Jasenia. Was it Jasenia? It could have been Teddy with her hair straightened though. I'll have to look again.
I think he was still making out with Teddy, but I think I saw
Teddy. But it could have been Jasenia.
Jasenia is back?
Well,
she coming back? Oh.
So there's a preview where it looks like they're doing a Casa Amor type situation, and I believe Jasenia was one of the girls in the Casa Amor type situation. So when the girls leave, however many girls come back in, and I think Jasenia is one of those girls.
And I think I saw Teddy kissing Aaron.
And
kissing who? Aaron?
Mm-hmm.
Aaron?
And that was part of the reason why she was crying.
That's a downgrade. I would cry too. She must have been drunk.
Isn't Aaron a Virgo? Aren't you supposed to be Team Aaron, Miss TJoy?
No, I don't deal with Virgo men. I'm a Virgo woman, but I do not date Virgo men.
I know the feeling.
You guys, what do you expect me to? Come on. So I believe that Justin and Jenna was it them that went to kiss in a hot tub as well? Yeah, they did. Yes, I can picture it now. He goes, he kissed her in the hot tub. I mean, his kisses look good. I'd be into his kisses as well. So no shame over there, Miss Genevieve. Johnny and a blonde kiss, and then we learned it's Hunter. Still don't know who she is, but
Hunter's the one with IBS, the girl from Clayton season.
Right. We see Michael and Sierra starting to have a little bit of a conversation. Seems like they're getting along. They are giggling, and his swag is working on Miss Sierra, and they seem to have a little bit of synergy for sure.
And he's like, she was glowing. I said, that's the
yes, girl, because you heard him. He was like, I ain't never seen nobody's skin like this.
And you could tell she wasn't wearing a lot of makeup. So that was her all natural.
Yes.
Like,
he was amazing. Like, ooh, yes.
We see Brandon kissing Serene on the beach. They're definitely the mom and dad of the summer. They are well, I guess we could also tell when we see that scene crying. I'm like, I hate seeing all my friends like upset. Like it's kind of like he vents about everything to her.
He has her.
What is his sign?
Leo.
Leo.
Oh.
So poor Lace. Lace is bored, so she is laying in her own bed, and Shanae goes to comfort Lace, and she's just in her bunk bed and trying to convince her to come out onto the beach. Eventually, it does work, and Lace comes out, and she decides to pretend it's her birthday. So that, I mean, if that like make it work, that's fine. Like if that's gonna make people talk to you in a way that's a little more fun, and it gets you out of your shell and stop being so mopey. By all means, it's your birthday. Obviously, you have to know that it's a lie, right? So, like, I wasn't mad at it. So she brings the cake to Logan. So Logan is the only person on this beach that she wants to
lose.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. And so they're talking, and they're lighting the candle, and she's feeding him chocolate, and he seems to not know why he was there, but he's lost. And he's like, yeah, loose.
First she said something about these young people in their 20s, because I'm 32. He's like, I'm 20. I'm 26. She's like, what?
Oh, she's like, okay, I gotta go. I gotta go. She gotta have to go. 6 years younger, it's a little bit young. 7 years when she's 33, right? Yeah.
6 years.
A little bit too young. And she's like, you don't even know my name?
Luce. He's like, oh, I'm sorry, Luce.
I mean, it's K1. It's like,
so then she ran and played with Casey's nipples.
I mean, they could work. Casey
is 38, 37.
37.
Taurus. There you go. Are you into Casey as well, Miss TJoy?
I mean, I wasn't, I don't think he's attractive like that, but I thought he was okay with his personality.
And Lace is a Scorpio.
Of course, Scorpio.
Casey would probably be more of the white guy that I would be attracted to.
Really?
But only because he's tall, and I like white guys with like facial hair. So yeah. But it's funny. I like white guys with facial hair. I don't like black guys with facial hair.
Really?
I agree.
Yeah.
I agree.
Oh, I love it.
You ever seen what's his name? Peter, the guy from Younger. That is my type of guy.
The guy from who?
Younger.
Logan's
face when he says, I'm sorry.
Peter Herman. He's married to Mariska Hargitay.
Oh yes. Oh, because I love Law and Order SVU. I know who you're talking about now.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. He's so it's the same thing. Tall, like that salt and pepper.
What's his name? I need to look him up now.
Peter Herman.
I like his height, but it's something about. I mean, I don't think he's unattractive, but he's not my type.
Really? Okay. He's not unattractive at all, but he's not my style.
Yeah, he's not my type. Yeah.
Interesting. Lace ain't changed a damn bit. All this work on herself was okay. Still crazy. Lois can dodge a bullet. I don't know if she's crazy, but I think she knows her brand and what she needs to bring to the beach. So
Dabu, Logan dodged a bullet. He ain't no prize.
I agree that Casey is attractive, but he's just there at this point. What girl does he actually like? I don't know. I mean, him and Lace could actually work if because he has that stability factor, but I could see him being maybe attracted to the Lace type energy. You know what I mean? She's quite sexual and kind of forward and a little bit wild, and I can see him being attracted to her. And so I know right now he's kind of being eye roll of who's Lace, who is she, but if he gives her a little attention and they start building something, I could see something working between them.
They definitely, to me, in their conversations and their little playfulness that they were doing, they had a lot of chemistry. So potential chemistry. That being said, again, it's pursuit, I think. Pursuit.
Yeah. I mean, I know we're getting ahead of ourselves, but where did her and Rodney come from? Do they look like that would go together?
Maybe they're playing Truth or Dare. Who knows? It seems like this show is trying to be a little bit more like Love Island, so maybe they're gonna do some.
Because it looks like he's also going to be into Eliza, which is who I thought he was going to be into.
I don't remember who Eliza is.
Who is Eliza?
It's Eliza. Right? She's from Clayton season, right? Eliza Clayton Bachelor.
Girl, just seeing it with Ivan, that whole thing.
Ugh. Eliza is, how do you say her last name? Is Sheil?
But also Ivan was also the one who was going to people's rooms, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. So I agree with you, Dabu. I don't want Jasenia messing with Andrew like she did with Ivan. I can agree with you there. But also Andrew's a big boy. He could take care of himself. So he knows the show that he's on. But I don't know. I'm not necessarily a fan of Jasenia because I agree. She did play a little bit of games with Ivan, in my opinion. A little bit of games. Eliza, short black girl, speaks German.
That's why.
I still don't know. I need to see a picture
for him.
I totally do not remember this person.
Yeah, just
she's from
Eliza Clayton season.
Oh, I didn't.
She comes right up.
Oh, okay. Hold on, let's just pull up her picture. She's beautiful.
Oh, I saw her crying. Okay.
I remember her crying. She's lying on the side, crying on a day bed. She's I already cried 3 times today or something.
I got my heart broken 2 times in one day. I'm what?
I bet you it's a truth or dare situation, or it's happening when the Casa Moore type situation happens and learning that the people that they've been interested in are kissing somebody else in this, So, Bachelor in Paradise, or the Bachelor Nation producers, they're just trying to steal a good thing, right? Like,
First they did Joe Millionaire, now they're doing Love Island.
and
Let's
Joe
see how it
Millionaire
works
did it
out.
better. It worked on Joe Millionaire
Oh my god,
better.
it so worked on Joe Millionaire. And hearing like everybody talk about how terrible it was, I'm just like, then what did Joe Millionaire do? Because it worked so well. I mean, we still got like one of the guys came out
Different
looking like a
producers.
jerk, but still, it was an enjoyable season to watch.
The producers are different. That's pretty much it. I just don't trust the Bachelor producers anymore for what their vision is of what they want or what they think that we want. I don't think that they have their finger on the pulse there.
I already told you I'm out.
Right.
Like I can't watch the main two shows anymore. I'm sorry.
I'm not watching Jack. I know that much.
I'll probably watch this to be in the know, but I won't cover it at all. At all. So what else happened? Yeah, we see Lace touching Casey's boobs, his pecs, saying that's a B cup. I think that they were flirting, and I think that he kind of liked it, even though he's supposed to like not be that into Lace. So we're gonna put a pin in that one to see if he pursued that, he could, I think, have something strong with Lace. Sierra and Michael chat again, which is obviously nice to see. We see Jill telling the girls about Kira and how Kira came over and took her drink and just keeps on trying to talk to, is his name Mario or Romeo?
Romeo.
And so then Jill does go and ends up talking to Romeo again, and they do have another little kiss. And then we see like Kira come into the picture again. Like, what's her problem?
I don't know. So she's walking over and she's like, "Oh, if you came here to do good things, you're wasting your time. We're not
supposed to make good decisions.
We're not supposed to be making good decisions." I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with you right now?
She wants screen time. It has to be a show. Like, she wants screen time.
I thought that, but then like as everything progressed, it's giving they fuck. And that's just my opinion.
It's giving what?
It's giving that they fucked, in my opinion.
Oh.
It's giving, he said later, they kissed in the club. It's giving, y'all kissed in the club and then went home. That's what it was given to me.
Oh, and then you broke it off with me. You hit it and quit it.
Didn't like say anything. Ghosted.
Okay. All right. I could see that.
And then Jill probably didn't have to do either, or what do you think? Do you think Jill slept?
No, I don't think him and Jill probably did anything.
I think he likes Jill, but him and Kara got into it because just the way, I mean, and to be fair, I could be wrong. Romeo could just be being an idiot guy. That happens. Where he is like, "Oh, Kira's about to go on a rampage," and I'm like, "Well, how you know this? Has she done this with you before?" And just the way that he kept like not trying to tell her exactly like what he wanted. It was like he was
a bad communicator.
He could be a bad communicator, but it also kind of felt like he was like trying to like tread lightly with her.
Like he's scared. Like he was afraid. Like he's scared of what she's gonna do or something.
Well, she's not really acting in my opinion, stable. Like it's like it's day one on the beach. Like we're supposed to be talking to people. Why can't I talk to this person? Why every time I talk to this person, you come and interfere and just sit down and like want to be around me? So it gives a little bunny boiler energy. And the other person that talked about the Bria comparison.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
She probably thinks that he's hers, even though she doesn't really have a claim on him.
Right. And then it's like she's like, why does she walk away every time I come over here? Why does she walk away? No.
Because
are we gonna fall out, Dabu? I don't want to fall out with you, girl. I do not want to fall out with you, but Logan is not it. I'm sorry.
I mean, I don't care about Logan either, but that's funny to me. Jessica says, I definitely agree, Tamika. That's why Romeo was so worried about Kira coming to mess up his connection with Jill. If nothing happened, how could she mess things up for you, really? Okay, I like this. I could see this being true, and this is very X on the Beach vibes. Like having like one little one night stand or whatever with somebody, and they come onto the beach and they mess up your relationship that you're into right now, and you're just like, we didn't really have anything. Like I thought I ghosted you. like, why are you still here? And try to still be civil, but then also like not tell Jill everything that went down because you don't want to lose her. So I can see that. It's a very plausible deduction for sure. So Romeo does say, "Will you please let me pursue Jill?"
Yeah,
so that was pretty clear.
Like, that's what I'm saying. I don't like. I can sit there and say like, yes, he might not be an effective communicator, but he was very clear.
Mm-hmm.
In this
at the end, right? At that point, yes, he was clear. But I'm saying like throughout that, like he kept hemming and hawing, and he wasn't communicating great. But at that point, he did. But then she gets so mad. Now she got to confront Jill, and it's like, if you want something so casual, why are you going so hard at this situation? If there's no feelings there, and you want to have threesomes and be casual and do all this, why are you going so hard with this?
It's not casual beach. It's not casual beach. One rose you only get one rose. You don't get 2 roses or 1.5 roses.
There's an engagement at the end. Like it's weirdo behavior. And then she's gonna turn it around and try to say that Jill was slut shaming her. And I'm like, when? When did she do that?
What did she say? I know. It was crazy. I was like,
so I thought it was weird that they changed her moniker to looking for a threesome. I'm like,
I think they were trying to infer to the triangle because it's clear that they're in the triangle, and I don't know.
But why. Like, was Bachelor producers slut shaming her?
Probably. I would put them to slut shame her, but
right.
But then Jill started acting cuckoo too. I'm like, are y'all crazy? Is this what we're doing?
Well,
but I would say that I'll give Jill a little bit of grace because like she thinks that she's in like a weird scenario, like what's going on here, and she hasn't, as far as we could tell, heard back from Romeo to be like, okay, I told Kira that there's nothing going on between us, that I only want to pursue you, because I think that should come back to her senses if she got that confirmation. So she's still out in limbo and being like, why is this crazy woman following me around the beach and like yelling at me and telling me that
he's at the bar chilling. That's what I'm talking about. He's at the bar. Well, it's like, I don't even know what's going on.
No matter what, though, we know that the producers keep people apart for these particular reasons. So I also have to remember, like, if he's at the bar, it's because the producers like, no, you stay here. We're letting them have that out. Like,
I can definitely see him saying, "You think I should go out there?" Like, and Wells and the producers being like, "Just let them have."
Right. That's Wells' job. And then we see Kira and Casey talking about going to the boom boom room. I'm like, you can do whatever you want. I'm not slut shaming you, but like, I don't like the behavior of like just trying to fuck for a rose. It just bothers me. Like,
she just like made a beeline for Casey, and it was just weird. Oops. This is what I was saying about chaotic. This
not even for a dozen roses.
We are day one, and I still feel like I missed something, and I don't understand. And what is going on?
Right.
I'm like, party. We're on Twitter. Like, what is the tea? What are we missing?
We're missing her psychological. That's what we're missing. It's
so funny because these two people and Kira are probably the most educated two people on that beach. On that beach.
Water signs?
And a beach.
Sorry, guys.
Their water sign?
Yeah, Romeo is a Cancer, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
And what is Jill and Kira? Kira is a Scorpio.
Jill is not a water sign, though. That's why she's not able to get to figure out what's going on here, I think. She's... What's Jill? Maybe I didn't write down Jill's. Oh, she's a Leo. See, this is not going to work. She wants all the attention, right? And like, if Romeo is giving attention to Kira, and she needs everybody to be like, she's the center of everybody's world. She's going to go a little bit ballistic with this Scorpio woman that's coming in to like infringe on her territory.
Yeah.
It ain't going to work, but it would probably work better between Romeo and Kira, astrologically anyways. So we'll see how that pans out. And then we see, I guess, in a bit of a preview that Victoria Fuller is going to be coming on to the beach, and she likes Justin.
Okay, no, I need clarity on this. Victoria Fuller is best friends with Natasha Parker, who consistently hangs out with Justin. So why are you here?
Well, I bet you to do exactly what Natasha was so pissed off with, what's his name for doing?
Brandon,
right? For like they know that they have a connection outside of the beach. Why are they coming to the beach to go and pursue their connection? Maybe. I don't know. We'll see.
I was so confused because I'm
okay, hold on. Natasha, the black girl Natasha?
Yes, from Clickbait.
That be on the podcast with the other two, with Tia and the guy.
Yes,
okay,
Clickbait.
So she's best friends with her.
I didn't know this, but apparently,
they were both on Peter's season, and they like the only reason why I know who Victoria is, like the only reason why I know of her as a concept is because I see her always. I follow Natasha on Instagram, and she's always with her. And so when Natasha was in LA, and sometimes even when Justin comes to New York, they're always together. So I am confused.
So they're really close friends. Natasha and Justin are really close friends.
Yeah, because we all thought they might be dating. And she's like, no, they're not dating, but they're
so
close.
There's no way you could like him.
Everything
right. So she's there to do a job. Okay, so she's there to do a job. Because like you said, there's no way if you really are interested in him that you couldn't already have gotten a hookup.
That's what I'm saying.
Well, but I think it could be hypocritical because a huge thing happened last season when Brandon was kind of just hanging out with Natasha, waiting for Piper to come down. And so then is Justin just waiting with Genevieve right now waiting for Victoria to come down? I'm just curious.
I know. We'll have to see what goes on there. I was just so confused that she said she was coming for Justin, and I was like,
you don't need to come for Justin because you could already have him if you wanted him.
All right. And Shanae hasn't even made her play at Justin yet, right? Because she supposedly is interested in Justin, but just was kind of biding her time with Jacob, but she was making it seem like she was really interested in Justin. I don't know.
Taboo says, imagine being a doctor and coming on TV to act a damn fool.
It's
really embarrassing.
Really embarrassing.
Yeah, it's not great. Victoria F is going to be a mess, man stealer energy. Yeah, she's a Libra. Sorry, Libras. They're beautiful and they love relationships, but they might love your relationship too. So I take it from you. That's pretty much it for this episode. I can't break down that trailer because it went by too quickly. But is there anything else about this episode that you guys wanted to talk about before we say goodnight?
No, I think that was it. I was just, like I said, chaotic for me. But
I'm gonna have to go back and watch that trailer a couple times because I have to
watch it right now. V so far likes Shanae and dislikes Genevieve. We saw in a preview that they're going to become friends, so they at least do one confessional together. Be like, we hated each other. So I guess they probably both collectively hate Victoria Fuller. It's probably what's going to happen. And so they're going to come together in hatred.
Yeah.
I can see that. I can see that.
I think Shanae is an Aries. So Aries, and if Genevieve is a Gemini, they're going to be able to get along friendship-wise. And hating on the Libra, that works. That makes sense for me.
I can see that.
Tracks. And Justin's a Gemini, I believe. So
yeah,
all this air fire energy, that was good.
Yeah,
but I never liked the Scorpio energy. You know,
it's
always
So Justin is a Gemini, and who else is a Gemini? Shanae? No, Shanae's an Aries. Genevieve's a Gemini too?
Correct.
Oh.
This
Maybe
is if my
that's
memory serves me correctly, but I believe so.
okay. So maybe that's why him and Genevieve hit it off.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, so he thought. I don't know. What she thinking?
They did. You can't you can't kiss that well with people that you don't have some sort of connection to. I feel.
Yeah.
Yep. Victoria F is going to play the Demi role. I think she's going to do a better job, though. I'm not a big fan of Demi personally.
Me neither.
And I will be grateful that she is not showing up on the beach this season.
Please don't let her show up. Please.
No, she's not coming. She's not. She's out.
Okay, good.
Because they made some promises to her after last season. They did not fulfill, so she's out of Bachelor Nation. Thank God.
Oh, good. I hope she stays out.
Okie dokie. Wait, what were the promises that were not met?
I think she was supposed to get her own podcast.
Oh. Just so she should just do her own podcast. Like
she started it, and then I think she was diagnosed with ADHD, and she's been trying to.
Oh, I think she also said that she was on the spectrum as well.
Yeah. So something. So yeah, it was a lot of stuff, but yeah. I'm very glad that no Demi this season.
I've never been a fan of her antics really, and so
Me neither.
I didn't mind her when she was kind of dating Christian a little bit, but other than that, I'm not here for like what she did last season, like with Kenny and screwing up that relationship. I was really annoyed.
That was it was fantastic. Yeah.
Anyways, well, this was fun, like getting used to all these new people to talk about in a lighter sense, because honestly, the Bachelorettes were so draining that this was a lot lighter. Like I know that there was a little bit of toxicity that came in, but I still enjoyed watching this episode, and I didn't feel like I was pulling teeth to have to like watch it. I was like, oh no, this is enjoyable. Like I'm enjoying watching this. So thank you both for being here to cover this with me. Yay. So we should be back next week. We did hear that it's Monday and Tuesday, so I'm gonna have to double check my schedule coming up because I am going back to flying. And so for your first month, they give you a schedule without me planning it. And so I don't remember what my schedule is right now. So there might be a couple Mondays where I have to either change my flight or rearrange things. So we'll figure it out, of course. But do you guys have anything going on that you want to share with the people to follow you at, or if you have an event? What's going on, Tamika?
So follow me at Entertainment in Color on all social media platforms. Right now I have like a really good TikTok that is doing really well that stars Taylor Hale, who is the winner of Big Brother season 24.
Yeah.
Hi. And we'll be recapping Church Today on OWN, which is premiering next week, Wednesday, I think, on the 6th. I will also be recapping The Mole, because The Mole is back. If you have not heard, The Mole, which debuted on ABC, will be back on Netflix for a non-celebrity version, which I'm so excited about. It is absolutely one of my favorite competition game shows ever in life. So I will be covering The Mole.
Wow. I like that.
I think it's going to be on Netflix. It's a 3-week event, I think they said. Something like that. So
which would probably be like they drop 3 or 4 episodes each week. Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm
when
excited.
Does it start?
It starts next Friday, the 7th.
Okay.
Yeah, so everything starts next week. We also have Love Boat that starts next week. It's next week.
Next week.
Yeah, it's next week. So yeah, there's a lot coming up. So follow me on all social media platforms so you can get all the tea that we find out, and we're recapping. So thank you, guys.
Thank you. And Miss TJoy, anything going on for you?
Not until next month. I'm gonna be recapping Love is Blind. The new season is coming up next month on I think the 11th is starting. So we'll see.
There's a new Love is Blind on October 11th?
Yeah, it's coming. Wow. I think it's October 11th, but it's coming. It's coming next month. I wrote the date down. Yeah, so I think I'm going to do that. I just finished watching They just did the After the Altar, from the last
I didn't
season,
watch
and
it.
then you don't watch it? Okay, and then they said that a new one was coming out, so I was like excited about that.
So is Love is
Okay.
Blind Brazil. If anybody watched the first season of Love is Blind Brazil, Love is Blind Brazil will be back again as well. I did like the Love is Blind Brazil, but I was able to, watch it with the captions
Subtitles,
on.
right?
Yeah, so some people did not like that. I also watched the Love is Blind Japan, which probably I liked maybe better than Brazil. Again, with Japan, and they actually had a couple of couples that stayed together. So if you have not watched those two first seasons, I would suggest them. Just you'd have to watch it with captioning.
Cool beans. Well, thank you both for being here today. If you haven't done so already, please subscribe to the channel, like this video, and let us know in the comments below which couples so far do you think might make it to the altar? So I know it's early days, but from what you've seen in this episode so far, who do you think might be the couple at the end that you see the ring being put on the finger? Give us your predictions as to who you think are on the road to marriage. And we will see you guys next week. Ciao.